Hi everybody, Jackie from ICATS here. So today we're going to learn about some holds on that tail. These videos are complementary to the second manual of Cat Talk and Groomers Hands. The second manual in a series of 5 manuals in the ICATS course. So the tail will often get in the way if we're shaving in different areas. The cats really know how to manipulate their tail and try to cover up areas where they're uncomfortable. So there's lots of different holds in here to show you how to take that tail out of the way, how to manipulate things so that the tail can stay on, and also how to use that tail to lift up different body parts on an animal. So I hope you enjoy the videos. Stay safe, stay educated. If you can, practice on a stuffed animal, and we will talk to you soon. Do a lion tail on him, I'm assuming?
Sure, yeah.
He's got tomcat tail here.
Yeah, it was just,
Yeah, it is what it is, right?
You got this all on video. It's great. When you're a lone groomer and you don't have a helper,
yeah,
you gotta
sometimes
be innovative.
Hold that. I can just get underneath here. Now sometimes if you're working alone, and sometimes this gets left, you just kind of
So
Move this tail out of the way. It's hooked on his leg though. So that's okay. We're going to use that to our advantage. Roll him over and I can use that tail to lift his leg just like that. We've learned some different things about the tail, some holds to hold the tail to groom it and to keep it out of the way. Most of the time, honestly guys, you're really going to be coming up with some unique ways to keep that tail out of the way. Those cats love to manipulate it and put it right where you don't want it. They're masters at their tails. So have fun, go groom some cats, make them look gorgeous, and get a hold of that tail. Talk to you soon. Hi everybody, I'm Jackie. I have the International Cat Accredited Training School for Groomers, otherwise known as ICATS. The first time I ever tried to groom a cat, I got bit 13 times on my hands. My hands were so swollen that I was not able to groom any dogs for about 4 to 6 weeks, and I was on lots of antibiotics and lots of anti-inflammatories. Looking back then, I look at how I handled that cat and what I did, and I deserved each and every one of those holes and bites that were in my hands and in my arms. I swore off grooming cats at that point, decided I was just going to stick with dogs, as so many groomers do. I hear a lot of groomers that go, I'm never going to groom a cat, got bit, I'm done. And I was one of those groomers. I was there. And then I moved a couple times and opened a shop in wherever place that I moved in, and there was always someone phoning, begging, I've got a great cat, and I did do them, and they were great cats, and I did them fast, and I was very scared, and I was very cautious. And then when I moved to our present location in Sylvan Lake here, I got a phone call for an emergency groom on a Sunday, and I accidentally picked up the phone, and it was in fact a cat that was choking, the owner said. So I brought it in, and it was blue. She was choking from the mats around her throat. Great cat, wonderful cat. I still shave that cat today. Then I started getting more and more calls for cats, and they were all really good cats. They were there, and I knew how to handle animals under stress. I'd worked in vet clinics for about 10 years previous to that, so I understood how stress affects animals and how they behave in an environment that is causing them grief or not making them feel very calm. And as I consistently groomed the cats, I would consistently get really good cats and then some not so good cats, and I learned how to deal with them. I guess the universe or the powers that be just kept tossing things at me that I was ready for. I came to a point where I needed to further my skills. I went down to California to the Professional Cat Grooming Association of America. I went down, I took their course, and I tested, and I got my master's in cat grooming, and I'm also a certifier for them as well. If people are taking their education process through them, I can test them and certify them as well wherever I am. And I took a weekend seminar from the National Cat Groomers Institute of America as well, again furthering my knowledge. And a lot of my skills I learned on my own. It was a lot of trial and error, a lot of scratches. I've got the scars to prove it as well. And then I decided to start ICATS. I've decided I wanted to teach more people on a broader level. I didn't want to hold education hostage for people that couldn't access it. So we've got these videos that are for you guys, the groomer. They are complementary to the manuals that I am producing, and hopefully they will be all produced by 2019. The course can be done. We have several ways to get you educated and to certify you. You can take a seminar, which is a 2-day seminar. It's highly interactive. There's lots of education and lots and lots of hands-on of grooming the cats. Then you can take the manuals. There's 5 manuals altogether, and you can learn those at home. I don't think that we really need to sit in a classroom and you reading a manual with me watching. I'm pretty sure most of you can do that at home. And then the testing we can do in person. I can test in your shop, you can come to my shop and I can test you. I can also test you online for practical. We can do it via Messenger. I've done a couple girls in India now via Messenger. So it's a lot of fun through Messenger. I really like online testing. For the written testing, we can do that in person again. At any grooming show or grooming event that I'm going to be at, we can certainly do the testing. We can do it by proctor, which is where I send an exam to a librarian or the police station or a school. They call you, you go in and write it under their supervision. Or we can do it online via Messenger or Skype, and I can read you the questions and you can answer them directly to me. So there's a lot of different options. Once we're done, all the manuals, all of the whole course will be available online for you in small chunks that you can do and at your leisure. My main end game of the whole ICATS business is to teach groomers how to groom cats safely. I don't like reading about when groomers are in the hospital, when they show me their bites and their scratches and how they're swelling up, and I certainly don't like seeing cats getting hurt, traumatized, or killed. In essence, a lot of cats will die after a grooming session because the stress is just too much, and if you don't recognize it, then you don't know. You really don't. And cats aren't dogs. We need to treat them differently. There's a lot of excellent dog groomers out there, and they get tossed a cat, and so of course they're going to do what's natural to them, and that's loop them up, treat them like a dog, and they're not dogs. They behave completely different than dogs. And so I hope that you can learn from these videos, even if you don't take any formal education. Watch the videos, learn from them, practice the holds on a stuffed animal so that you have that muscle memory. These are for you. And if you want to further your education and learn more, my manuals are all available on Amazon to anybody. And if you want to go further and test, by all means we can certainly do that for you. If you want to get a little bit more advanced knowledge, or if you're not comfortable with the practical stuff, we can send an ICATS instructor to you. You can attend one of the seminars in your area. We can set up through Skype if we're quite a distance away, or you can come directly to my shop. There are lots of cats that we can practice on for clients, and they're more than willing to offer them up to you. So I hope you stay educated, I hope you stay safe, and I hope you enjoy the videos, enjoy the manuals, and enjoy the course. Talk to you soon.